how to make a successful webinar and how to make sure that you convert, and all the exact steps that you got to do before, during, and after the webinar to make sure that you reach your target, your sales target. So let's get after it. The first thing that you got to do is that you got to, from the get-go, before you're even thinking about running a webinar, you got to position yourself in the blue ocean. What does that mean? You've got core desires. I talked about this previously. Core desires: wealth, health, and relationships. If you are selling, let's say, online marketing, don't just go broad into, oh, this is my offer on online marketing, because a lot of people are already selling on online marketing. This is a red ocean, and you don't want to be selling into a red ocean because people are already having competition, and that's not good. You are going to really struggle, have difficulties to differentiate yourself from the others. What you should do is you should niche down your offer. That doesn't mean only talking to a smaller amount of people, but having an offer that's really specific, that's going to help steal the batch that you are talking about online marketing, meaning that you got your big online marketing niche right here, and you've got, like, let's say, a really tiny niche where you're talking about a specific subject. And there are people right here that are frustrated because they're not getting the results still. Your job is to grab those people that are in that bigger niche right here and put them into your new opportunity. Because if you're still there trying to get them another solution right here, you know, it's not going to work because there are other people. But here, you're in a blue ocean, everything is cool. You can just grab them and be like, hey man, new party, new things, you gotta come up because they're really interesting things to see. So you gotta talk to them with a new opportunity, something that's new, not an improvement offer like, hey, I'm just going to do better than the other one. Something that's truly different and that you can dominate your niche. Like, find a specific thing, create a unique value offer. That kind of like goes back to the idea of having a unique positioning. But the thing is, whenever you got that angle, that specific angle, you got to make sure that your offer is really good. And by really good, I mean extremely good. And I heard that story of a guy that was running extremely great offers. And one of the things that he did was, I think his name was John something. And his offer was to help people to get good at public speaking and making money out of it. And the offer was something along the line of this. It's going to be $20,000. And how it's going to work is that I'm going to make you pay $5,000 first. I'm going to coach you during 5 days to make sure that you learn all the ways you can make money with public speaking and all that. And then I'm going to put you in relationship with all the promoters and other people that make or running events. And from there, we're going to share the profits 50-50. You're going to share 50-50 of your profits to me to pay up the rest, the 15K remaining. And that's a really interesting way to put an offer down. Now, we got a ton of other things, ton of other ways you can craft an incredible offer. But the thing is, you got to make sure that your offer is unique, special, and that it really shows the different angle that you are talking about and really handles all the problems that your customers may have. One of the keys to craft a great offer is really making sure that it handles all the customer's problems. So let's say that you can like create a product. For example, let's talk about, let's say you got a software that's creating software, for example, I don't know, something that was nice. That's the first thing that came into my mind. One of the things that, you know, what's another problem that my customer is going to have whenever they're creating a software with that? Well, they maybe need to have a way to create content, create creatives, like maybe pages, specific graphics, designs to their softwares. Okay, you can put in another software that's specifically made for that. Oh, but now they gotta understand, okay, how to promote it. So how can they drive traffic to it? And then you can add other offers like that. But the thing is, you gotta make it a no-brainer. You gotta make them feel stupid for not getting your offer. That's the way you should go at it. Now we gotta go into deeper, how to craft that presentation. Whenever you are doing that presentation, there are 3 steps, and those will be the last 3 steps of this process. But you gotta first, whenever you're going to stage, build a connection, make them build a connection with you. And the way you do that is not by showing all your success stories. Oh, let me show you how good I am. That's not the way you do it. The way you do it is by sharing them how vulnerable you are. Yep, exactly. I'm letting a little pause because I want you to understand this. Because guys, you gotta understand something. People don't relate to things they feel like they're not going to be like to connect with. And what I mean by that is that whenever you're able to share stories, to share how you are able to understand your audience because you went through the same thing. They will be able to see you as the leader, the guide that already figured out the way out of the problem they're having right now because you already went through the same thing and found a solution. So they will see you as the guide. But if you they only see you as the guy that has a solution, they're like, yeah, he's got a solution, but does he really understand me? Does he really care about me? Or just does he or she just want to sell me something? Whenever you are able to connect with vulnerability, honesty with them, they will be able to show you to see you as a guide, and they will follow you in your journey to give them the solution, the dream result they want. So you got to build a connection with them first thing first, and all along the presentation. Craft a presentation that addresses their objections. Now, one-to-many selling is a bit specific because one-on-one, you can address specific objections. You're like, hey, what's the concern? Price is too high. I get it. This is the way I'm going to handle it. Whenever you're talking to a camera or on a stage, you don't have that opportunity to address each and every one of the members of the audience. So how can you do that? Well, one of the things that you got to do is that you got to handle those objections. You got to understand beforehand, okay, what are going to be the objections about my vehicle, the thing I'm selling, the objections about, oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to use it, the objections about themselves, internal objections, and the objections about external things that are going to prevent them to take action, or the factors that may prevent them to get success with your vehicle. You got to understand those three categories and really understand, okay, what are the objections that is related to my vehicle? What is the objection that's related to the internal beliefs? What are the objections related to the external beliefs? You got to gather all of them and you got to handle them on stage during your presentation. And that's going to be the way that you're going to be able to handle those objections and actually make them be like, oh, okay, now I don't have that objection anymore. And then you can go into the next step, which will be present your offer and close. Now you got to do it in a specific way. Don't be like, yeah, by the way, this is what I sell. Maybe you can check it out. Nah, you got to really build up that value, build up an offer, something that's extremely sexy to show them, hey, don't miss that opportunity. You gotta not miss that opportunity because it's really going to be like something that's perfectly tailored for you. As I just handled your objections, here is a perfect solution for the problem that you're having right now, that I know you're having, and that you know I'm the one that can solve that problem for you. And you got to really build up that value. The key is building up value, showing them all the things they get for the all the value they get for the price they're getting, which means like big value, they get it at a little price. And it has to really be a unique offer, like something with a unique angle, something that's unique that like, man, I never saw something like this. That's the way you're going to make crazy, crazy, crazy money. By the way, guys, if you want to apply this as fast as possible in your business, make sure you check out the Commandos weekly action plan. I generate new frameworks weekly, which means like right now, the framework on how to create a webinar, I'm going to put that in detail on a one-pager, something that you will be able to apply step by step. It's totally free and is going to help you to apply what we're talking about today. So go ahead and go to gabrieljulié.com/action plan to get your free weekly action plan.